Well, that went incredibly dark now, didn't it, at the end of that episode? Oh my... Biba, whatever the fuck your name is pronounced, you don't kill children. Like, after everything, man, fuck me, this guy is fucking brutal. Like, and I love it that he's just on the sheer levels of craziness where it's just like, no, you know, it's just fine, kill everyone, it's fine, you know, just live right. And then he's just so cool and calm, collected. Like, I'd like to point something out, like, this episode, the good guys did not win. This episode should have just been titled Genocide, because that's all this was. This was just raw Nazi, like, cleansing of people / genocide. Like, fucking, like Viva, like, immediately, like, manipulating Mume by, like, saying, okay, this is the plan and all that, you're gonna meet, like, you know, I'm gonna go meet up with the Shogun and everything, and it was just like, oh, we don't slightly trust you, though, guys, here you go. It's like, you're gonna go and meet with everyone, only the women and children allowed. It's like, wow, really, this guy, like, you know, yeah, because we haven't seen any badass chicks before in the series, like Mume, or that other, like, really cool girl that's, like, obviously a very striking resemblance to, like kind of reminded me of Annie, but she was way cooler, this chick. And I wish we had a little bit more time. But, like, see, this is I feel like that what the show is definitely trying to do, and I feel like it's a bit of the problem is they're on such a time restraint. Like, I really would like to know about some more of these characters, and just, like, when she just said, like, straight up and saying, am I going to die today, in front of, like, Biba's face, and it's just like, wow, that was actually kind of interesting, because it was like, something's definitely going to happen today, as they go and see, like, the Shogun, like, I believe, like, it was, like, one of the people, like, one of the big dogs there, but it's like, Maeda, I believe it was, and it's just like, you know, oh yeah, we're going to take you over, we're going to, like, talk you out. He seemed like a nice dude anyway, he seemed like quite a friendly one, and then Biba comes over with Mume and, like, what's his other dope bitch, and he's like, by the way, Mume needs to go to the toilet, so you have someone take her. She goes, opens the gate, everyone's a little bit like, I'm just like, you know, like a little bit unsure. She goes and opens the gates, and all of the fucking Biba's people just open the fucking floodgates to the Kabane, and it's like, we'll make sure that they all get their attention as we go on our sick motorbikes and get, you know, just spray it with blood everywhere. Come on, like, basically all they were doing was ringing dinner bells, going, come on, dinner time, come to genocide. I was like, after everything, it's just like, wow, you pieces of fucking dog shit. And, like, it came out, like, for the part of the episode that we did get to see him, he's just, like, pile bunking a couple of guys, like, yuck, take these fuckers on. It's like, going around, we know, like, Viola was a fucking dickwad, but it's like, we didn't know that he was going to do some real fucking evil shit like this. This was beyond fucking evil. And then when he goes to meet Maeda, he's just there. It's like, I like immediately that he appears. There's that one dude that comes out with a fucking rifle to his face. It's like, I don't give a shit. You were doing this shit how we do it like that. You were sitting down. We can't take fucking options. Has like immediately kills the one dude, goes in, has the other chick as well go in, and this just cuts this guy down. It's like, obviously, like, from what we've seen, the Shogunate has actually done some real scumbaggy shit to him, from what it seems like, but I'm so just curious, because, like, the way how they just did it was just so fucking brutal to this point where they're, like, stabbing people in necks and shit, and just, like, it's just a horrible episode in, like, by the way of how cruel it is, because there's a point, like, I'd like to point out how many children died in this episode, where it was like, there was one bit with a mother and a child saying, it's okay, everything's gonna be alright. Mume goes to try and rescue the child, protect her, doesn't matter, the kid gets fucking bitten, slashed anyway from this, and then the mother and child saying, it's alright, don't be scared, child, don't be scared, and pulls out a fucking thing to blow a fucking chest out, and another one which was just like gunned down right in front of the face in front of someone. I'm like, ooh, hello child, my old friend. This is getting very uncomfortable to defend. It's like, I'm having such a hard time here. It's just like, going from this, and he's like, why are you doing this? He's like, one needs fuel to, like, do anything, and, like, takes Ayame onto the fucking train alongside with her, like, cool bitch, which I gotta say, real gotta give tips to her taking the fucking shot for her. I really like that. And then you have Kurisu, like, coming out on his fucking horse, racing towards him, trying to deal, which, by the way, crazy scientist die, Dr. Bosnakovich really looked like, has a minigun. So they have mortars, they have Final Fantasy VII bikes, they have steampunk weapons, and they have miniguns. What else do these guys need to be on the fucking OP level in this world? It's like, Jesus Christ, they just have any technology that they please. And can we talk about like how fucked it was? It's like, we're gonna have like all these people like, yeah, we're saved, we're gonna be okay. Immediately blows the ladders out as people are on it, and they just calling like, this is our way to liberate the world, separate all the cows. And oh, by the way, get your firing squad out, because take a few pop shots just to make one. Although I do like, even though it was still images at that point, they really made a really unique way how to do it by actually having the blood splatter being real, like, you know, like all that real time. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And while we got that, Baiba just decides to say, hey, you know that cool bitch that looks like Annie? I'm gonna inject it, which clearly there's some sort of relationship like going on with like those two and all that, like, yo, Harubi, my girl, come on. Injects him with like the blue stuff from that hardcore like that, and it's like, yeah, after everything, it's like, starts transforming into one of the black shroud things, which is crazy. Then deforms, like, after a while. It's like she couldn't control it. Since it seems like, okay, we're kind of hitting that, you know, like maybe something like they can actually turn into these, and then turns into a very sick version, really cool version with like blades everywhere, and like it's like kind of like a human form to that. And I was like, this looks really badass and cool. But then Baiba takes it, like, she's losing control. Second goes to stab Baiba. Obviously she seems like have some sort of control because she was attacking everyone. Baiba comes in and fucking stabs the bitch right there, and she just smiles. I'm like, oh my god, oh. I honestly genuinely thought, like, right there, I was like, okay, this is the thing that Ikoma and everyone's going to be dealing with after everything. But it's like, no, she becomes the core, goes and fucking takes a bunch of the Kabaneri around, does that, oh, transform into a normal form, can't control it anymore. And it seemed like white blood, or like what I was talking about, seemed like to actually restore her back into a normal form, or like have some sort of thing like that. So maybe that might be useful in something else, because we did see like Kurosu did drop down with that dude, and like maybe the case as well. So maybe that's likely something I say like Ikoma or Mume if anything happens to them. But this episode is just so fucking brutal. It was just pure, just horrible. And it's just like, when they beat up Ikoma, and it's just like, we only care for your blood, resist and we'll just kill you, just drain it out that way, you piece of shit. And it's just like, wow. It's just like, you already have the wall broken down, you've already got all the people being murdered, and he's like, and this guy Baiba is just like, you have this thing saying, join our fight. You just gunned down 50 of our mates just down there, and the rest of them are being nibbled and munched on right now by the Kabaneri. Oh yeah, I'll join you right now, mate. Oh yeah, well, you know, I'll bridge under the water, you know, just that's all fine. And I just like to point out how perfect that, like, you know, even though the child murdering scene was, it's like, I can't believe I'm saying the child murdering scene is perfect, but I like, whoever was the voice actor screaming, I was like, oh my god, like, that's a genuine reaction to that. I was like, holy shit. It's just like, I hate it, because like, this fucking Baiba's giving his fucking neo-Hitler speech, and I'm like, wow, the backgrounds look really good at this, like this really nice autumn. Like, it's like, the show has so many scenes where it looks the fucking best, like it looks beautiful, and I'm like, wow, can you like, at least if you're gonna try and give a neo-Nazi speech to me and all that, and saying like, oh, we're gonna liberate the Konga Kaku or whatever it's called, and it's just like, everyone go, liberation, screaming. It's like, I'd at least appreciate and all that if they looked a little bit more evil and scumbaggy. It's like, you got this fucking Bishojo motherfucker looking at her, and I'm really curious, like, what the fuck's going on now, because, like, there was so much shit going in. It's like, well, like, you can definitely see Mume's like, well, I've just caused genocide now, haven't I? Whoops! Kind of like, I'm very curious as well. It's like, it's so weird to me that this show has like only just been listed for 13, like, or like about 12 episodes. Like, this is the thing where it's like, oh my god, screaming for season 2. I don't care. I just want it to continue in because it's my favorite thing to fucking watch it. Like, I adore it. I absolutely adore every week, like, when it's coming on, and I'm just like, wow. I wasn't expecting this in this episode. I was expecting them to do scumbaggy shit, but it's like to the point where they're releasing Kabaneri out on the people. I thought that was like, oh, this is our ultimate fucking weapon. We're just gonna harness the Kabaneri, and they'll be like, oh no, we're wrong or anything like that. But no, you just decided to use genocide, kill women, children, you know, old people, you know, for like warriors and all that. Just decide to kill everyone under the fucking sun. Let's just get that over with. poor fucking family members having to pull the cord since they don't want to turn them or into any of their family members into monsters like that. Mume now thinks she's a pile of shit because she's now done that. And to make things worse, we might have Kurisu dead, who just jumped out, like, trying to go after the guy with fucking a minigun. I can't, like, even still, it's like, the fuck is pull out a minigun, Jesus Christ. And it's just like honestly, like, just, I'm really enjoying the show so far. If anything, like, I've got to say is, like, exactly like when we saw, like, with Baiba's girl as well, and, like, a bunch of other characters. I feel like these characters are really cool, and they have really sick designs, and I really want to know a lot more of these characters. I generally don't think if there's 13 or 24 episodes that's, you know, probably being listed for, is that's enough time, because, like, there's a bunch of people on the Koutetsujou, there's, like, as well, that I was like, wow, like, you know, like, Akame's friend, or that, like, one girl that takes after the kids, or, like, Ayane, like, or Kurisu, it's like, a lot of them hadn't had their moments in the show, and it's like, you don't have a lot of time to, like, build them, and obviously we had that one episode where, you know, spent a lot of time with them, but it's like, I don't know, it's like, I've got only a bond really with, like, you know, with, well, Bieber, because he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm like, oh, I hate you. That's the reason I'm supposed to hate you, because you're an evil bastard. You got you're like a coma like that, like, going into there, and then also so you got Mume, because, like, you know, they're also like the main characters, and it's like, I kind of, if anything, I could complain about the show, which, you know, I have to. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm kind of the critic / reviewer. That's the only thing I want to, but then as well, I'm finding reasons to complain about a show. That's the thing. That's the difference between this is a blatant issue in the show and me fucking clutching at straws to find problems. And it's like, okay, this is the only thing I would ask to be a little bit improved, and it can easily be improved in OVAs or another season, and it's like, which it's clearly looks like, because it seems like definitely from this show, we're not going to get a clear explanation of everything in the show that has to offer so far. So I'm really, really excited. It's like, because it's like, oh, I get more like Kabaneri, the Iron Fortress. Okay, it's like, I'm down for it. But, it was so good. It was so good. Like, I was like, oh, like, you have the exact reactions that you want in this show when I'm going, I just go, no. That's not, like, it's just the reaction. That's just, like, what you want to see from there. Honestly, fucking loved it. Like, you definitely got the right reactions from me. So, yeah, definitely, I would, it was a rough episode, to tell you that, though, so my heart goes out to all the people that got fucking genocide this episode. So other than that, like, I had to give it a 10. Like, I was generally fucking just gobsmacked throughout the entire of the episode, and just beautiful as always. Really, I love that ending so much. Anytime that plays on, I mean, I'm not the biggest on the opening is kind of caught on to me, but every time, like, hearing Aima, like, singing, like, that song at the end with a beautiful visual, like, I love it every week. So 10, that's all I'm going to be saying, but that's it. So thank you very much for watching. As always, love Kabaneri as much as I do. You know when to hit that like, you know when to hit that subscribe. That's all from me. I'll see you guys, though, next time.